Okay, so I assume that you're all geeks, but I want to see you raise a hand. Who actually counts themselves as a geek? Come on. Oh, yay, good. So representing here, I want to talk about our life. So let's use, I'm a geek, so let's use common language. Let's make sure we're clear on this. So Mashable once put up this lovely image and said that geeks are where intelligence meets obsession minus those who are socially inept. So we're going to assume then, with this working definition, that much of geekery is about control. We want to control what's going on in our worlds, manipulate, choose, adapt, do all the good things, and, get a nice, tight, firm grip on our world. Understand what we're going to do with things. But I'd like to propose that we also need to add creativity to that actual definition, because, who would come up with that wasn't creative? But creativity we actually see everywhere in geeking and gaming, in fact. The geek lifestyle is not new by any stretch. We've had geeks running around since the dawn of time, probably. Certainly Ben Franklin is one of my favorite original geeks. He was an innovator, an inventor, a publisher. He was also one of the earliest quantified selfers. But he was an avid diarist. He tracked lots and lots of things that happened in his day and was able to figure out what he wanted to do going forward. But I got ahead of myself. What is quantified self? Quantified self is a new name for a movement that exists right now that is looking at the self as a system. Again, very geeky. We look, we monitor, we manage, we innovate, we iterate. We have lots of companies in Seattle right now that are working on this stuff, lots of good startups, lots of little Ben Franklins out there trying to help us find our way. I know I've forgotten some, so please forgive me. But these innovators are trying to get us geek lifestyle. Now, geek lifestyle is not all about quantifying. It's also about style. And Buckminster Fuller was well known for wearing 3 watches. He wore one watch for the time zone he came from, one watch for the time zone he was in, and one for the next one. So we also can't talk about geek life and style without acknowledging our dear Brady Forrest here. So I have heard this story that Ignite came because Ignite was brought up because he was unable to spend enough time with his friends, so we wanted to hear what they were doing. So knowing where your own obsessions are and being able to use them creatively to do little side projects is really, I suspect, how Ignite started. This is my little side project. I take photos of things on the ground with my toes in them. So when geeks actually come across roadblocks, they bring this intellect and this innovation and this creativity and obsession to fixing things. And so I'm calling to the Seattle people here, all of us, I hope, and asking that we find a way to put Seattle more on the map again as a startup community, trying to change our tech reputation. We're kind of second tier. So how do we handle this? I think we should do some analysis. And then I think we're actually going to have to take some risks. So I would like to see us spend some time trying to balance our actual obsessions and engage with our intellect as our little safety leads, and then try and step out with our creativity and find ways to show the world and the VCs that we, in fact, have a lovely startup culture. So Barbie is now a computer scientist. Seattle can be a top-notch startup city. I mean, Barbie. We just have to start there. So I would like to see us make use of all the entrepreneurs. If we took all the entrepreneurs in this audience, I think we'd probably be able to ring the block with them. And I really would like to see us spend a lot of our time being able to promote the work that we do, the interesting tools that we're working on, the innovation and the choices that we're making here in Seattle, and put this forward as interesting and all of the excitement that we find in it here, because we're all here tonight, and we know we have gazillions of startup events. So I want us to move into the future with robots, because we need robots in the future. And I want us, in fact, to spend our time promoting Seattle as a space that is generating content, is generating ideas, and is innovating. So let's make this proto-geek correct. Make fun of us now, but in the future,